But here we are.
But we're back.
We're back.
And we have some really fun stuff to talk about, especially, like we mentioned, the films that have come out.
Yeah, there were Superman, Fantastic Four. I mean,
we really just we ate well, as they say.
We did. This has been a good summer for movies, not just for superhero movies, but across the horror genre. Comedy, we got the Naked Gun.
The Naked Gun film, which was great. Oh my gosh.
Hell yeah.
I just love seeing the fact that people are excited about genres of movies again.
Yeah. And I think, was it when we saw Fantastic Four, there was that bit before where Liam Neeson like comes out on the screen. He's like, hey, everyone, we need to save comedy films.
Save comedy.
Save comedy films.
We've lost how many comedies from the years. And, they showed a bunch of those comedies.
I liked that reel.
That was really nice.
Yeah, I liked that reel they did, and they took us down memory lane.
It's true. We just don't get that sort of things sort of got lumped all together.
Sure.
And I think it comes from a place of everyone's trying to check every box when it comes to movies.
Yes.
It's like we have to appeal to every single demographic because we need every single person in seats, which is why horror hasn't. It still remains like not as popular, not as prevalent in this. We're finally getting it, but because it doesn't appeal to every single demographic.
And this might just be a personal opinion, but I've seen plenty of comedies in the theaters. But the movie theater experience does lend itself to big action movies, horror films. I mean, with the sound design and everything. I mean, yes, comedies are amplified and they're hilarious.
Sure.
Always go see them in the theater if you can. But man, when you're in IMAX and you're watching something like Superman,
Galactus,
or Fantastic Four, we went to the Cinepolis and we saw these movies together.
We did
as a team.
It was a duo experience.
Yes. The Hero Panel podcast was out there repping.
Yep.
But we went to the Cinepolis in Inglewood. We do need merch.
We need merch.
We're working on that.
Yeah, we'll get some merch out to you guys.
But we went and saw these movies in IMAX on a true IMAX screen in Cinepolis because, some of the IMAX screens are a little bit smaller than the others.
Sure.
I mean, that screen is glorious right?
It was gorgeous.
It's huge and you're like sucked into the world. When Superman was flying over the earth, I felt like you're flying there with him.
I saw that. I saw Fantastic Four there and I saw How to Train Your Dragon there. And you know what? You have been talking about IMAX since I've known you and I have always dismissed it a little bit.
I got to tell you, the screens are brighter.
Yeah, the sound quality,
the colors, the contrast is better. And then when you go back and you see it on a regular cinema screen, still cool, still amazing, still do it. But
it's a different experience.
It is a different experience.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, this screen's a little dimmer.
Yeah, something not quite as vibrant about it.
But amazing nonetheless. Go support your local movie theater.
Please do. And I will say this: both Superman and Fantastic Four, I feel, and everybody has their own opinions about the films. Everybody has their own art is subjective, as I've said many, many times.
Sure.
Those films were awesome.
Yeah,
I had such a good time in the theater seeing Superman.
And that's what's most important is that you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And you had a great time with those movies.
Exactly.
Shouldn't matter what anyone else... we don't want to get too hung up on these movies because there's so much we can talk about and there's other things we want to discuss. But let's start with, what was your favorite part in Superman? What was one of your favorite sequences or moments?
I have two favorite things from Superman, and one of them is an action moment, which I think a lot of people will agree with me. Mr. Terrific.
Yes.
That scene stole the show for me. I loved it, and I mean that in the best way. The whole movie was great, but when you take a great film and you can steal a moment from a great film, it's above and beyond.
And that scene accomplished so much by introducing people to Mr. Terrific and showing them how cool he is.
Mr. Terrific, year one, his new comic series is off the shelf. We can't keep it on the shelf right now.
Especially once that movie came out, it was just like...
People are dying to know more about this character, and that is fun. That is exactly what we want. Yeah. As comic book fans, when a movie comes out and introduces a new character to the mainstream audience, and they rush to their comic book store to pick up anything else they can find about this character,
absolutely,
that's what it's about.
Yeah, and working here and being able to like be on the front lines of seeing those people come in and ask about it.
Do you have anything from Mr. Terrific? Yes, we do.
Or just Superman in general.
Superman in general. The amount of Superman books that we've sold that people they're back. They understand the character because this movie understood the character.
And it really opened up a window into the comic books as well in an approachable way. So new fans or old can return to the character. And guess what? There's a wealth of Superman comic books and storylines you can get into.
Sure.
Also, you might have seen the Justice Gang.
Right.
Now you want to read about the Lanterns.
You want to figure out the Lantern story.
It worked on me.
Yeah.
I'm reading Jeff Johns' Green Lantern run, book 1. It's incredible. I think one of my favorite moments in Superman, I'm just going to pick something that was outside of the action just for some balance here.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
I loved and it's really one of the biggest dialogue scenes in the movie, but the interview between Lois Lane and Clark Kent. Well, and that is the number one part of the movie where you get Clark Kent.
Yes.
He is speaking. He is, he's going through these different levels of emotion where he first wants to have this he wants to have this interview with Lois, and it starts off like cutesy and romantic, but
he
then
thinks
it takes
it's going to be fun and like this little, and then how he's done his own interviews.
Exactly. And then after a few more beats, it starts to take a turn, and then we're suddenly in like a disagreement between them. And I really think that scene holds the movie together because outside of that scene, there isn't too much of Clark.
Sure,
being Clark. There's some moments in the Daily Planet, but,
which I have said. I think that is the difference somewhat between, and it's, correct me if I'm wrong, but there is a difference between Marvel and DC in that way. DC does focus a lot more on the heroes as the hero persona.
Yeah.
There's very little Hal Jordan just talking as Hal Jordan in a comic book. Sure. He's Green Lantern most of the time.
Right.
There's very little, Bruce Wayne talking as Bruce Wayne. He's Batman most of the time.
Yeah.
Same with Clark. And I think that that's a good thing because DC has set up their heroes in such a way that they are the ones we aspire to be like. Quick theory, Superman, DC Universe in general. James Gunn has said that he has a big plan for like an epic story that he's building to an Infinity War-esque endgame thing.
Isn't this chapter called Gods and Monsters?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that the story, and he said that it hasn't been done before, so we're not looking at an Injustice gang or, a Legion of Doom sort of storyline or anything, the Doomsday moment.
Yeah.
With him introducing Guy Gardner, them doing the Lantern show, them doing more about the Kryptonians, I think we're building to Blackest Night.
Yeah, you think so?
I think that Blackest Night might be the big epic that the first epic. Think about it this way. James Gunn also loves horror movies.
Sure.
That is kind of like a vibe. So there's always this.
It's kind of where you got to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think it would be so fun for him to do a zombie-esque DC film of a zombie apocalypse in this universe with the Black Lanterns, get all the Lantern Corps, all the different corps, all the superheroes.
What would you say would be number 2? If it weren't it wasn't Blackest Night or something close, if not Blackest Night, what else?
Then
because Blackest Night, the way I also look at it is, once they do Blackest Night, that's checked off, right?
Sure.
So if there were to be something that would match in sort of the same tone, what do you think that would be?
Man, there's so many different bigger DC. I mean, I don't.
That's what's so cool about being at the beginning of all this.
We don't know.
Is they have we've seen Marvel stories be adapted even before the MCU. We saw certain plot lines be adapted.
Sure.
Even in the original Fantastic Four movies with the coming of Galactus. But here we are at the beginning of DCU, and there's so many stories. I feel like the general audiences
is not going to know because we're not doing Darkseid again.
Yeah,
we're not going to do Darkseid yet. I don't think.
We just saw Doomsday kill Superman and Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a Final Crisis-esque storyline because we just started.
Yeah, not yet.
We got a Flashpoint.
Yeah,
light.
I like the Flash movie. I don't care.
Yeah,
I like it.
Enjoy it.
Kidding me? I got to see Michael Keaton do his thing and kick some serious butt as Batman, and that was enough.
We did see a Flashpoint-esque storyline.
Yeah,
we did see these things. So if we're going to look at a future DC big event, I don't know. The cards are pretty wide open, man.
Yeah.
We've got all kinds of Justice League stories that have yet to be really touched.
Well, there's still a lot of characters that need to also be introduced.
A lot of characters.
The Wonder more Woman. Characters that we can have on the playing table by the time Blackest Night happens will make the impact of that storyline
absolutely
stronger. Because like in Marvel and DC, typically with these major events, it involves the entire cast of the respective universe.
Sure.
And so, but obviously it's a movie, it's a different format. You can't pay as that many people to all be in the same movie.
Truly. Fantastic Four are crucial to the Marvel universe as a whole.
Even in comic books, and the creation of the Fantastic Four was it set everything into motion that we know and love today. And also the genre of storytelling with the intergalactic, cosmic kind of
exploration and more sci-fi elements to the Fantastic Four. They are the world builders.
Which is why it was such a great choice that movie decided to have the setting be a retro futuristic society similar to the Jetsons, but also similar to the comic books.
Very similar to the comic books in that in their origins of their time.
Yeah.
They didn't try to ground this in some sort of pseudo reality of the modern day.
And it subverted your expectations as well.
It really did.
Yeah. So many people, we've talked about this off camera, how many people thought that they had this whole movie figured out. And even before it released, even just if it was going to be good or not, all these people were laying down their bets.
As soon as the end credit scene for Thunderbolts happened and you saw the Excelsior ship come through, they were like, well, now I know everything about the Fantastic Four movie. I don't need to go see it. It's going to be the
They're going to come over here. Wrong.
And we tried. I mean,
and we still don't know. We still don't know
because they went back to a formula that they were using at the beginning of the MCU, where the post-credit scene didn't set up the next film; it set up the next Avengers film.
Sure.
So we're going back to that formula, which I think is fun.
Because it's time. It's also that time.
They're doing 2 post-credit scenes now, where they're doing like the mid-credit scene and then the very post-credit scene. The mid-credit seems like it's the bigger, this is what we're building towards, and they usually do like a silly little post-credit scene, which I don't know, man.
It's for the kids. It's fine.
If you want it, it's fine. If not, you guys could get rid of it.
Yeah, it's for. I think that's for other people.
Yeah. But no, they're building to the Avengers. So like Thunderbolts is talking about Doomsday. That event's going to happen, and they've said it. The Russos are directing all of these mid-credit scenes because they directly impact Doomsday.
Well, it's time. The movie's release date is around the corner, and if it's not set up properly, then there's not going to be that sort of. It's important to get people to be talking about it, theorizing, doing podcast episodes about it.
But speaking of talking about it, the new Spider-Man movie is coming out. Very soon. And we have gotten
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Brand New Day. We've gotten a lot of BTS footage from that. We've got a suit reveal. We see that he's using practical web slinging again with actual ropes and harnesses.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool.
What are your thoughts about like?
Hey, I'm excited for the next Spider-Man movie. I love the teaser that they showed of the suit. It got me really excited.
The raised webbing.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed that the teaser kind of amounted to just Tom Holland kind of like jumping out in the suit and sort of like bouncing around, and it was like clearly him like on a set like shooting the movie. I prefer to stay in the reality of the MCU and not necessarily like see the BTS viewpoint of it. It felt like content to me, and not that it's necessarily a bad thing. I'm just excited to see a teaser trailer for this movie. And with the way our algorithms work on social media,
as soon as you see one,
I was telling you this. Now my feed is showing me these behind the scenes of him standing around wearing his like towel or his slippers, and trying like an umbrella to stay out of the rain or something. And it's like I don't need to see these.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I want the character to be Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Sure.
And after the movie comes out and I see it, sure, I'll look at the filmmaking.
Do you know what I loved bonus features on like movies and DVDs. Like I would sit there and watch the movie and then spend another 2 hours watching the bonus features.
And here's the thing. Maybe this is a tangent, but recently Christopher Nolan, and he said this before, has made a push to buy physical media. I think there's less of an incentive to buy physical media because you used to do that so you could watch special features and behind the scenes. But now you don't really have to do that because on your social media, it's all over there. So there's less of this reason to actually go buy the
But you're
Steelbook
also
edition.
seeing very... I don't know. Like you said, it's just set pictures. It's just little videos. You're not getting actual... behind the scenes look. You're not hearing from the actors or the filmmakers talking about the process. You're not seeing the actual like real nice edited footage of what was going on and the stuff that you really want to see. Like, hey, this is how we hooked up the web slinging harness, or like this is the stunt team. Like, let's meet them.
I love Disney Plus. They have been trying to put out content to sort of like fill the pockets. And they usually do a behind the scenes featurette for almost every project that comes out, which is cool. Again, I would rather have the physical media and on my own accord go and visit those
and
things.
what's funny is,
instead they're like, look, and I just feel like it's to support this kind of like actor fandom social media thing.
Sure.
And it doesn't always sell me right away. But again,
we are far more interested in the comic book aspect of the film.
Not a big deal.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I'm so excited for a new Spider-Man movie.
I'm so excited for it. And the last time we saw our friend Peter,
he's in a bad way.
He's in a bad way. He has started. The reason it's called Brand New Day is
bad way in a brand new day.
Everyone has forgot who Peter Parker is, who Spider-Man is. He has no job, no money. Well, maybe he's going to have a job. We'll see.
I hope he's got a job.
But he's living in a crummy apartment. This is the Peter Parker. This is the Spider-Man that we are very familiar with. And we haven't really got to see in this rendition of.
He's always had somebody watching his back. He's always had a Tony Stark. He's always had
right off the bat.
Yeah, right off the bat, he's had sort of this mentor or protective bubble around him.
In Civil War, it was Cap who recruited him.
No, it was Tony.
For Civil War? Oh, that's right. He steals Cap's shield.
Yeah, he steals Cap's shield. It's been a long morning.
Steal that.
But yes, we'll cut that.
I've seen the movie many times.
I know.
I swear.
But the big thing I'm very excited about too, a character that's coming back, is Mac Gargan.
Mac Gargan
as the Scorpion. That was one of those things. Like Marvel has been critiqued before about doing the thing where they set up something and then never sort of deliver on it.
Sure,
that is one of them. Where it's like, hey, you gave us Mac Gargan in the first Spider-Man movie and then never saw him again.
Sure.
Or you saw him in Morbius, I think, like briefly. Well, let's get a Scorpion. Let's actually get him in. I mean, we saw, if you watched the Spider-Man and the new Spider-Man animated show, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man,
so good.
The Scorpion in that show was brutal.
Yeah, he was like one of the main antagonists for a portion of that show.
Awesome. Yeah. Did a phenomenal job with that. So I hope that they sort of take notes from that and show what a really dangerous Scorpion could look like in live action. Who do you think's who do you think the big bad of that movie is going to be? It's
a good question because we have the Hulk is going to be involved. The Punisher is going to be involved, which, the movie's probably going to have a PG-13 rating. So I still think they're going to do Punisher justice on that. But, recently when we've seen Frank Castle in the movies, he's like
brutal.
Yeah, he's brutal.
Yeah.
But to answer your question,
what villain would take the Punisher and the Hulk to take and Spider-Man to take down?
Right. I mean, at this point, this movie, there's not a lot of room left between the next Avengers movie coming out. So whatever happens in Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to be crucial to the plot lines in those movies. I think, maybe.
Again, I really did think that the Fantastic Four was going to be more of a setup to Doomsday, and it really wasn't. But I'm glad that it was what it was because the Fantastic Four deserve their time.
They need a debut.
We
need to see them.
And you need to know who those characters are, and we got that.
Could you imagine the Fantastic Four trying to show up in Avengers Doomsday? Yeah. We didn't even get a movie with them.
No. I want more of them now, and we're going to get more of them now, and that was the point of this film.
I don't know. I think that maybe Venom could possibly be on the table because there is a piece of the symbiote that is roaming around in the current Marvel Cinematic Universe. That could happen at the end.
There's a lot of
that's a big Secret Wars plot point as well. So, and I think fans are probably waiting for that moment where Tom Holland's Peter Parker becomes symbiote Spider-Man.
I was about to say, I hope that if they do another symbiote Spider-Man, which we've seen it in the Tobey Maguire, we had a whole Venom trilogy that didn't have anything to do with Spider-Man, which was a shame. Because
we've seen it in cartoons. This would be the first chance for them to really nail this storyline.
Yes, and I was about to say, if they do it this way, they need to have at least one half of a film where he is just in the black suit.
Sure.
Don't jump right 2 days of him in the black suit to Venom.
Yeah.
Give it time to build up. We also would need to have an Eddie Brock relationship built in this. A new, introduce this character of Eddie Brock in this world.
Unless they make him somebody else, which seems to be a trend.
It's such a trend. And guys, I love Spider-Man 2, the video game. It was a lot of fun to play. But making Harry Osborn Venom, making these other characters Venom before Eddie Brock, just stop. I mean, Eddie is the first Venom. There's so many storylines that hinge upon the fact that Eddie is Venom to begin with. In the Peter Parker story, there's other hosts.
Eddie Brock is Venom.
But Eddie Brock is Venom.
Right now, he's Carnage.
But
which is cool.
you wouldn't have that storyline if he wasn't Venom first.
He's Carnage in the comics,
yes.
not in the movies.
No.
Sorry, don't get confused.
So anyway, lots of cool stuff. Maybe Venom. Yeah. I just think that there has to be a big, well-known Spider-Man villain for this to be in. For this movie, they've talked about Mr. Negative. Then they said it wasn't Mr. Negative.
I don't want it to be Mr. Negative.
Even if it is, he's going to be, I think, a side villain.
I hope so. He's been the forefront villain in a few Spider-Man projects recently, and I'm like, I'm good off of that.
Cool.
Now.
Yeah. I think there's several other.
He could be in the movie.
I think there's several other villains that need their moment to shine.
Absolutely.
I think we really got, unfortunately, and I love No Way Home. Unfortunately, Ock and Norman, Goblin and Doc Ock were used so heavily in that film, but they were other variants of those characters that were not Tom Holland's characters.
We'll see.
So
we'll find out.
But man, we need a Goblin.
We need a trailer.
We need a trailer. Anyway, we can speculate all day, but we do need a trailer, and we need more than just BTS footage right now.
We do. So moving on from the movies, let's talk about quickly just what we're
kind of
reading.
what we're reading right now.
Yeah. Throw it at me.
You know what? One World Under Doom. I'm going to always talk about it.
Yeah, we're on issue 6.
We finally got the shoe drop.
So is that going to be a 12-issue series?
9.
So
we only have three more issues.
Ooh, it was a wait for this last issue.
2 months?
2 months.
Yeah.
And then we have 1 month in between.
This and
it just came out last week, so we have 1 more month. Is it going to be a monthly release?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
But man, I love this story. This is probably one of my favorite Marvel epics that they've done in a while, and I will argue for the 9-issue epic versus the 5 or 6-issue epic, because I think you just get a chance to tell a bigger story.
And you know what? I am using Marvel Unlimited to read all those tie-ins.
Yeah,
perfect.
For sure.
That's what
it's for.
I feel like it's great for that.
It's perfect for that. Yep. But
World Under Doom, is incredible.
The shoe just dropped. We found out what Victor's nefarious plan is.
Yeah.
Spoilers for that, but go out and read One World Under Doom. Absolutely. But I
want people to read this book.
I want people to read it because
we're not going to tell you.
No, they're asking. This book is asking great.
We don't want to
questions.
tell you, and then you're like, oh, now I don't have to read the first 6 issues.
Yeah,
no,
that's right. That's right. I won't spoil anything because read it.
Go read it.
But I will say this book asks a lot of really great questions.
It does. Yeah, absolutely.
And it challenges a lot of the superhero norms.
Yeah, definitely.
Of what does it mean to have these abilities and these powers or this technology, these resources.
Or what it means to be human, what it means to be a man.
Right.
Mankind.
Just humankind, and how do we take care, how does it really look to take care of one another?
Right.
And,
and altruism. We were talking a little bit about that as well.
And when Dr. Doom is making really good ethical points.
Yeah.
Whether, he himself is ethical or not, the points that he is making really do hold weight.
What else do we have that's big? Oh, so I recently got caught up on my Absolute reading as well.
Nice. Well, the first trade of Absolute Batman came out.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. For if you're not reading Absolute, jump on it,
please.
There's going to be the first major crossover story coming up this October. Absolute Evil #1. Mm-hmm. It's going to. These characters are going to be meeting each other. Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Batman, Green Lantern, Flash.
It's been so fun to see them on their own.
But which I'm caught up on Martian Manhunter too. And that is a super dark book.
It's very dark,
super dark. Honestly, I had a little bit with the Trigger character. I was kind of like,
yep.
I was like, this is heavy. I like the story, but I'm like, this is pretty dark.
Yeah. Oh, well, and I think Dennis Camp.
This whole Absolute universe has that Dark Side created it.
Yeah. So there's the themes are a little more on the.
It's almost like the
side.
DC Black Label in some ways,
kind of,
but not.
Yeah. It's a little bit. It's like a whole universe of DC Black Label.
Which DC Black Label is DC's mature line of comic book.
So a lot of times they team up with Vertigo and stuff like that.
That's where they showed Bruce Wayne's Dongalong.
Yeah, we'll cut that.
Yeah. No, we're keeping it.
We're keeping Bruce's Dongalong.
Because they censored it before. And we're not censoring it on this podcast. Here's a picture of it.
Oh, God. He No, so we're the Absolute stuff is fantastic.
Exquisite Corpses. Hello. We've made some videos on Exquisite Corpses as well, and now we're 3 issues in. I just wish I could read this entire series.
I was about to say I'm tempted to wait till the whole thing comes out, and then read the whole thing because it's so good, and I don't want to keep.
It's like each issue is just like one
little battle.
So far, it seems like in each issue, one of the killers is taken out by the end.
Right, but it is very fun, even though you kind of see the matchup of the bracket.
Yeah,
you don't really know which what's happening in the other behind the scenes because you're showing other killers beyond just the ones that are like set up to fight.
Sure.
So you don't.
There's the lone gunman.
Yes.
He's kind of set up to be sort of
a protagonist.
Maybe the top, and he's the top dog. Like might be one of the final contenders.
Sure.
And there's
Fox
Mask killer, and then there's also. I can't remember the names. I'm sorry. Lady Carolina and her sister, her twin sister, is watching the battle from the other 13 families.
Yeah.
Lady Carolina seems like she's going to be a major character, but I honestly think she's going to probably die.
I think so too. I think they're setting that up as like a
New York really wants her.
Really big. Oh yeah,
the New Yorkers, the New Yorker families are all like
get her. Yeah, it's great. I love that series.
Rivalries. That's been really fun. I mean, I wish there was more of that too. I think you're right in saying that I almost want the whole thing to come out, and then I'll just read through it all.
Yeah, absolutely.
The new history of the DCU.
How do you condense so much history into a graphic novel format? And they're doing phenomenal.
You tell Barry Allen to do it. Yeah. Apparently, he'll just sit down at his desk
and records all of known history.
He's like, I remember all of this, and he's just.
I mean, if there's anybody that could travel back through time and witness it,
of course. But seeing the history laid out in this format has really helped me put two and two together.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And it connects the dots of that's why that was important. And that's why these things, when they reference this event, that's why it matters so much to this character.
I'm watching Creature Commandos again.
Yeah, it's great.
And this is my second watch. And I am realizing that G.I. Robot was working with Easy Company. And because of that book, I was like,
Easy Company. And now you know, and you're interested in other characters.
Yes.
That's another thing that I love about
Sergeant Rock.
Yeah, dude.
Badass, dude.
Awesome characters.
Did you read that series Sergeant Rock versus I think it's like the Undead maybe or something. It was Bruce Campbell wrote it.
Oh yeah. I did not get to read that one, but I haven't read it yet, but I saw it when it came out.
It's so cool.
It's so fun.
Yeah. So anyways, I like stuff like that. And I really like new history of the DCU because it's opening me up to more of these different
that's what's fun when
that
people
I've
come
never
in.
thought of.
When people come into the shop, they want to talk about something, and they're interested in a character.
Yeah.
And then you recommend them something, or you tell them about this storyline, and as they read it, they're like, well, who's this? And who is that? And you tell them about that, and then it just, comics, they explode in terms of who you're interested in and the characters and the storylines that fascinate you.
Yeah. Another one is Imperial #2.
Imperial, yep.
That's cool.
It's building. It's
building. I mean, the second issue, a lot more action. And I think this week in comics, this current week, the spin-offs are popping up.
Yeah, the spin-offs are dropping.
So hopefully we're going to see a little bit more of this whole war get kind of fleshed out.
Speaking of space stuff, we wrapped up Predator versus Spider-Man, which was so good.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Dude, okay.
So this is going to tie directly into Predator Kills the Marvel Universe.
Yes. All of them
So this is a singular coherent story.
Yeah, Wolverine versus Predator, which I just saw, and I posted it on my my socials, an interview that another interviewer did with Benjamin Percy, who was the writer for Wolverine versus Predator.
Oh yeah.
And his interview with him, and he also Benjamin Percy did the Ghost Rider series that I just finished up too, which is so brutal.
Oh yeah, so you made a video about that.
Oh my God, it was so good. Wow. I love that series. But he was talking about the fact that as soon as Disney bought the Fox properties, he was like, wait, Disney, Marvel, Fox, Alien, Predator, Wolverine has to fight Predator. Wolverine has to fight. It's the first thing he thought of, and he was like, I called the editor at Marvel right away. He was like, hey, Wolverine. He's like, I texted him, give me Wolverine and Predator right, and he just got back no. And so he had to text. He's like, I set a clock reminder on my phone every couple of months.
The conclusion of Spider-Man versus Predator was awesome. Again, not going to spoil it.
No.
Read it. It's a 4-issue series. You could just totally knock it out.
Through it. Yep.
But yeah, it's definitely set up a special.
Big things are happening in the Predator universe.
Yeah, we have a certain Spider-Man villain who is
now a blooded predator.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they have a
blooded Yautja.
Yeah, if the Yautja respect you enough, you get to ride on their spaceship.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, if I must say so myself.
I want to ride on a Yautja spaceship.
So yeah, I think that's this week as well. Predator kills the Marvel Universe.
And there's some awesome covers for that too. Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're so cool.
They're so cool.
Yeah, but I mean, those incentives.
There's a lot of other stuff coming out. Like a little bit further in the future, we've got the DC Marvel crossover event that's finally coming out. It's like
Deadpool Batman first,
but in that there's like several little side stories too.
Yeah. And the variant covers for that series are phenomenal.
Massive.
Your favorite artist is more than likely doing one of the covers
for one of these. Scotty Young, and
they didn't just keep it as Deadpool and Batman. There's Captain America and Wonder Woman.
There's Green Arrow and Daredevil, which that one is written by Kevin Smith.
Yeah,
which looks really fun.
So that's going to be huge. I feel like we already are getting a lot of pre-orders for those books and the different covers, and we've been talking about how much of it is to order. And I mean, we're going to get
a lot of this stuff. So
like possibly 500. Like just out of
we're hitting
out
some
of the gate.
Crazy ratio of variants.
And
here
this book's going to go into second printing.
Third printing. It's huge.
And that's only part one. That's Batman, Deadpool. Then there's going to be that Deadpool, Batman. Then there's going to be Batman, Deadpool.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Seems arbitrary, but
it does matter.
It does matter. They're being written by different people. The first one we're getting is the Matt Fraction, Greg Capullo.
Yes,
which
I love both of those guys so much.
Yeah, Hawkeye, My Life as a what is it?
My Life as a Weapon. Yep. Sex Criminals.
Great.
Matt Fraction, and Matt Fraction is also doing the new Batman.
Oh yeah,
he is actually writing the new Batman, which I have gotten to read the first issue of that already, and it is so good.
I'm waiting.
He's waiting.
We talked about this. I got shamed already. I don't know why. It doesn't make
sense.
There's no
shame here. I felt a shame you. I'm just saying you have the unique opportunity to read things before anybody else.
I'm waiting. Hey, look, the actor who portrayed Mr. Terrific, he didn't see Superman in that entire junket. All of the cast members, the rest of the Justice League were like, "You haven't seen it. You haven't seen it." And he's like, "No, I'm going to wait.
I'm going to wait and watch it with the audience.
I'm going to watch it with the audience and be a part of that whole
thing."
That's me.
That's you.
That's me right now. Okay. That's my reason why.
Touch you.
There's something else I'm really excited for. Spider-Man 94.
Another comic book.
Yeah, there's another comic book that's coming out soon. Do you have this issue on the shelf? Yeah. No, Spider-Man 94. Spider-Man 94.
Spider-Man 94.
The continuation of the beloved 90s animated series that left on a huge cliffhanger.
Huge cliffhanger. We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I actually had to go revisit that because I was like,
what was that cliffhanger?
What happened again?
Yeah. But we're going to finally get some answers. That looks really fun.
I love that show because you will get a storyline that spans over 6 episodes. It's like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4.
Sins of the Fathers, part 1, part 2. Oh, I remember because I used to get those VHSs from the library and from the video rental store, and they had like part 1 and 2. Part 7 and 8.
I was going to say, growing up, I watched them all out of order. And that's what I loved in this new age of streaming when the streaming services finally started putting these classics in chronological order. I was like, I could finally watch X-Men.
The animated series
in order. Because growing up, that was like
just
an impossible
whatever came on TV.
It was an impossible feat. Unless your parents bought you those VHS or you found them in the local library, it was like, dude, good luck.
Good luck. You're just going to watch the Phoenix Saga over and over again because it's the only one that's at your library.
Yeah, and if you missed when they were airing that, not even like its original air date, but if they were doing the
reruns
and you just missed it, it's like on some weird obscure time of the day where you're like at school.
That was it.
Yeah,
you just had to wonder.
But Spider-Man 94 seems really fun to me.
Yeah,
and I do wish that the interior art looked a little bit more similar to the show.
I agree. But you know what?
Can't have it all.
The story should make up.
Exactly.
All right, guys. I think it is about that time of the show where we're going to do our hero panel pick.
Yeah,
the hero panel pick, which we did this little segment in our last episode, but we set up a scenario, and then Eli and I both go back and forth drafting, if you will, different characters from comic books as our team or as our pick. So last time I presented a little scenario. Eli, do you have a scenario you want to?
There's a zombie invasion.
Okay.
Maybe this is Marvel Zombies.
Okay.
Right. It's you, not you, but it's your team that you're putting together to be the last humans,
bastion.
the last bastion of heroes standing against the oncoming zombie apocalypse.
Awesome.
And mind you, there's mindless flesh-eating zombies, but there's also some super-powered zombies as well. So
cool. This is like a deceased and a Marvel Zombies-esque world.
Yes.
And we get 3 picks.
Three picks.
Go back and forth. Do 3 picks.
Sure.
Let's do that first.
Okay.
I'm down. May I
Yeah,
start?
please.
The first character, and are we doing Marvel or DC characters? That's a big question.
One day we'll do both.
Ooh, we can
we're
pick
doing
from
crossovers.
Both. Yeah, we'll do a crossover. We want to do a crossover right now?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Why not?
Pick from either Marvel or DC.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Okay, go ahead.
Sweet. Well, first and foremost, if we are able to pick anybody from any universe, I'm grabbing Superman for my first pick.
Good idea.
I just laser eyes right across the necks of all of the zombies that are coming.
I think
heat vision just.
I think just to balancing that, then I would pick Batman as well. I feel like those two DC characters would
in terms of someone who can set up a base of security and safety, I think Batman's got that pretty.
However, Batman is one of the first casualties in Deceased.
And so is Superman.
I
was like, I'm pretty sure both of those
We're off to a good start.
Yeah. Well, okay, but if you're saying this is the last bastion, so the zombies
they've survived
to this point.
Right.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Then you know what? I'm going to go Marvel in this next one, and I'm going to say the Hulk.
Yeah.
Hey, I think his immune system would fight off any sort of zombie bacteria that gets in it. I know he does turn into a zombie in the Marvel Zombies universe, but that's
not in this scenario. No, he's one of the last people standing.
Yeah, so Hulk is going to be there with Superman.
Yeah.
To protect humanity.
I'll stay on track with this. I'm going to go with Marvel as well. Blade. Yeah, Blade is great at cutting down legions of the undead.
I love that I'm going for like.
Also, I saw Blade just last night.
And you're just thinking about Blade.
Rewatched Blade. He's also in Marvel Rivals now. It's crazy. He's really too hard for me to play though.
I love the fact that I'm going for Superman, the Hulk, these big god level here, and you're like, dude, Batman and Blade.
Hey, sometimes that's all it takes, man.
Seriously, no.
Sometimes it's all it takes.
The fact that in every single zombie apocalypse, vampire apocalypse, whatever huge event thing that happens in DC, do you know who the one person is that always survives? But no, he's always one of the people that doesn't just go out. He's there and survives. It's always funny to me. I'm going to go with my last pick.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
And I'm going to go a different route.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to Marvel.
Okay.
But I'm going to go Mr. Fantastic.
Whoa.
Because I think if there's anybody that could cure this thing, it would be him.
Oh, yeah?
I think he would be able to find a cure while the other two are bashing skulls.
Then for my final pick, I pick Doom. Gotcha.
I hate you. No. I'm
surprised you picked Reed. Honestly, I thought you were going to say Doom.
I thought about it.
Subverted all expectations, just like the One World Under Doom comic.
I also thought we were just picking heroes.
Oh, right.
But that's okay.
Well, isn't Doom
an anti-villain?
Heroic?
He's an anti-villain,
right?
He is very much a villain, but he's
displayed some heroism.
He has. Well, because his motives are always what he would consider the greatest good, which sometimes that's to do.
As long as he's doing it.
Because he believes he is the greatest good.
He is, yes. He does. He does believe that.
Yeah. All right.
That was it, huh?
That was it. That was our zombie apocalypse survival squad.
So,
boom.
Here's like a metaphysical layout of the environment.
We're gonna set this up. We're actually gonna get our props team to build a miniature set.
Or it's like, what's that Star Wars hologram chess game that they play with the monsters? You have that set up and be like, watch the simulation.
Yeah, holographic chess. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Come on.
I don't know. Some Star Wars fan out there.
You could come up with Sabak for a name for a Star Wars poker game.
No, I think there is a name for it. I just don't remember what it is.
Well, I'm going to keep talking shit about it.
Okay, do it. All right. My scenario, it's going to be really fast. We're going to get through it really quick.
Okay.
You are a supervillain in Metropolis. You, Eli.
Okay.
Me, Caleb. Supervillain in Metropolis, right? We have to distract Superman so that we can do our nefarious schemes.
Okay.
I need you to pick 3 supervillains to create a distraction that would be big enough for Superman to...
From DC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
DC supervillains, a squad that wouldn't just get taken down by Superman immediately, but would also be a big enough distraction for him.
Okay.
I'll let you go first.
All right. I'm going with, are we going to do back and forth?
Yeah, back and forth. Yep.
Okay. Got you. So wait, hold on. What's the part where I'm the villain? I'm a villain.
You're doing a plot,
and
you need Superman out of the way.
Okay, and I need Superman out of the way.
So you have to set up a little distraction with other villains.
Other villains. I see what you're saying. Okay, copy. Then I'm going to pick Atrocitus.
Oh God! Yeah. All right. Yeah. Atrocitus shows up.
He's a pretty big deal, and when he shows up, everyone stops.
Sort of turns their head. Oh, yeah. That's happening.
Yeah.
Sure. Then I'm going to grab Parasite.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah, he's always usually kind of one of those, like, you can direct him, and he starts just creating havoc, and Superman would be there.
I liked Parasite in my adventures with Superman. Mm-hmm. That was cool. He became a giant kaiju almost at one point.
Yep.
Okay.
He almost started like a zombie-esque apocalypse in the new Superman series that's out now. The All-In, DC All-In.
I got to get on that.
It's pretty great.
Let's see. Villain numero deux.
Folie à deux.
I think because I was talking about him earlier, and I'm reading Green Lantern right now, Parallax.
So you're just sending the entire Lantern villain
I feel
corps,
I feel like I'm picking that, like, as far as a distraction goes.
Sure.
People would be like, this is one hell of a distraction.
Yeah.
These like guys could also hold their own.
Yeah.
So if I'm the supervillain right now, that must mean I'm pretty awesome.
Yeah, right. You're Lex Luthor.
If I'm hiring these guys.
You're hiring Parallax.
Parallax. Yeah. Here's some money. How about Abraham Lincoln to change your mind?
Slip you George Washington.
Or two.
All right, my next pick. So I've got Parasite. I think I'm going to go with Bane.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bane.
Bane's a pretty large distraction when you think about it.
Yeah, and as far as the tactical as well, like he can tactically set up something that would be a trap for Superman, but he might not be able to go physically toe-to-toe with him, but Bane is a master tactician.
Oh, I love Bane right now in the Absolute Batman series. Dude is a force to be reckoned with. I love in one of the opening pages of, I can't remember which issue it was, but Bane is just this
mass of flesh,
and his head is all small tiny, and kind of like lost within all of the muscle of his body.
Yep. Like, they're all experiments, which is crazy. Like Killer Croc, Poison Ivy. These are all like.
Well, they leaned into the monstrous version of all these characters, which
and
is
it's
like
fantastic.
Like Clayface, dude.
Just stepping on Clayface, and that they met. It's a whole. I don't want to get into spoilers.
It's awesome.
But it's so good.
Yeah, it's really
so
cool. It's definitely one of my favorite versions of Batman I've read in a long time.
It's very unique.
I wouldn't blame Bruce if he threw in the towel, especially
after what he's gone in through.
Okay, we're riffing right now, but okay,
tangent.
That part where it's like they're doing the surgery and cutting out all of like the weapons that he has, like
sewn into his body.
Crazy. Crazy. Anyways, that's Absolute Batman.
It's fantastic.
For sure. And now it's third choice for me. All right, my third choice.
Sinestro.
I know, right? Might as well round it all out.
Larfleeze.
Shit.
Call back.
I know. Larfleeze. I now know who that is. Cool, guys. Yeah. Laugh it up. No. Let's go with Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Finally getting to show off that he's as cool as
Peacemaker
Superman.
with Atrocitus and Parallax.
Peacemaker being inhabited by Parallax?
Dude.
Teaming up with Atrocitus?
That's pretty scary.
I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I'd watch it. And my last pick for my supervillain that I want to go toe-to-toe with Superman in this distraction level event, I am going to say I'm going to throw some magic at Superman. I'm going to say Dr. Faustus.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think I'm going to make because Superman doesn't like magic.
Tell me a little bit about Dr. Faustus.
He's just one of usually like the bad guys of DC's magic users.
Okay.
He goes up against Zatanna a lot and Constantine. Like he's just sort of like this reclusive magician, like sorcerer who has sold a lot of his soul to gain magical powers. But I think I could persuade him to go up against Superman.
That's awesome.
Yep. That's my choices.
Very good.
Yep.
I love those choices. That's a formidable team.
That's fun. Let us know what your picks are on our socials. We'll be posting these as like little clips as well. So
yeah, that was fun. We liked reading your comments.
Yeah. And you guys had some really great teams.
Exactly. It seemed like it was a good idea.
Yeah. Also, give us some suggestions for other scenarios. We love that. Like,
that would be awesome. Honestly, if you guys can comment a scenario for us, we'll
talk that as we'll talk about that next time.
Yep.
Cool.
Totally. I feel like that was episode 6 of the Hero Panel Podcast.
I think we're missing something, Eli.
I know we are.
But are we out of time?
An hour.
Oh, we're at an hour? All right, then we'll forego the...
Doesn't feel like it.
No, it doesn't.
How does that happen?
Well, we got interrupted by the FedEx guy.
Yeah, but still.
No.
57 minutes.
Yeah.
How did we do that?
I don't know.
Well, we were going to do... Well, maybe we can still...
Maybe we'll do our Mobius chair questionnaire as a side video and post it.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Yeah, we'll post that. Maybe
let us know what you guys think about
later.
That.
Yeah,
that could be cool. I mean, we covered so much. We talked about new upcoming books from Marvel and DC.
I think you know what we were chill with it today. We started off chill. We went chill. We just talked about what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we got this episode in the bag. That was I think that was like a goal that we wanted to get episode 6. You know, I feel like we were going to call this season 1 with episode 6, but I think we're just going to keep it rolling.
Yeah. No, I think we should keep it rolling. At least let's hit 10.
Yeah.
And then we'll...
we were doing our best to get these episodes out on the 15th, but life.
We'll see.
You know, we got work. We're working men.
And yeah.
Yeah.
This
isn't all we do.
No, get off our backs.
Yeah, get off our backs.
All right.
Whatever.
Thank you for listening to the Hero Panel Podcast. We appreciate you guys.
Yep. This is Eli Smith.
And Caleb the Comic Book Viking.
Tune in next time.